Well, this is the opener. Wellness is a scam. Okay?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dan Loves to Chat. My name is Dan. I'm a comedian. I make videos about restaurants and things like that. On today's episode, I have my dearest friend, Brenda Cullerton. She's been on about 5 episodes so far. If you haven't heard any with her, you could start at the first one. I have her on sporadically. It's kind of like more of my like riffy episodes. She is, or I don't know, but she is my favorite person to talk to in the world. I love her so much. And on today's episode, we talk. Oh, by the way, she is a writer. She is an actor. She is a marketing specialist, has done a bazillion different fascinating things in her life. And on today's episode, we talk about why she thinks wellness is the great scam of the world and about some couch scandals that we've been into and a deep delve into Persian rugs. It is so funny. She makes me laugh so much. I love her so much, and I hope you love her too. If you like this podcast, please, send it to a friend, like it, subscribe, leave a comment, even if it's calling me an annoying person. And I really appreciate it, and enjoy this episode with Brenda Cullerton. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you,
talking to
Brenda.
me, or are
I'm
you
talking
talking
to
to
you.
the public?
I'm not talking to us. Welcome back to us.
Got it. Got it.
So I've got
What?
a few things to tell you. I was going to tell you this amazing adventure of this couch that I've been...
Well, I meant to ask you that because I've been involved in a couch adventure too, which is the New York Nico thing down at Revival Records.
What are you even talking about?
Kareem bought them a couch, bought the joint a couch, and then hired this dude to bring it, to deliver it, and it was taking forever. The guy had an excuse every single time for why he couldn't deliver the couch, right?
Wait.
Yeah,
So
no,
you're
this
also...
is the... Yeah, I've been doing the Nico. Not
No,
enough.
I'm not. I wasn't accusing you of anything. I'm saying you're also dealing with the couch thing.
Oh, yeah. And so this was the saga, was trying to get that fucking couch over to Bleecker Street by this guy who kept backing out. And in the end... Oh, no, I can't say that out loud. Yes, in the end, he made the delivery.
Are you serious? You're
but-
lying?
No, I'm not. I mean, he arrived the day of the blizzard. He arrived on Sunday with like 12 kids from Brooklyn.
Is it a
They
huge
walked
couch?
over the bridge. It's not that huge, no. I mean, there's a tiny little record shop. So, yeah, there's some mutual vibes going on
Well,
here.
I'll tell
3
you.
couches.
So this couch, my couch saga has been, it's been really,
Devastating.
well, it's not
Daniel.
devastating, but I'm really trying to be more independent. I was really like, I'm going to buy a couch off Facebook Marketplace.
I remember.
I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do this myself. No one's helping me. I'm a guy who can facilitate a couch.
I would fucking hope so.
Yeah,
You're
no, but
buying
you'd
a
think,
couch,
yeah.
Daniel, is what...
The thing that I like about Facebook Marketplace, I'll say this because I was talking to my mom about it. And she was like, certain people can't understand why you would ever get a used thing. Certain people are very against having...
I love used things.
Of course.
Yes.
Having someone else's thing
Yeah.
in your house. Because my mom was like, well, if you get a used couch, you're going to have to spend at least $500 to get it steam cleaned because...
Could be bed bugs. It's filthy dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. no.
Lice. Yeah.
Lice, exactly. It's people's image of New York.
Emotions, right.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, so I try to get... But what I like about Facebook Marketplace is if you search couch, I want a sectional couch. If you search couch, they choose for you. There's 3 couches on there. If I go to Crate and Barrel or I go to...
Right.
There's 10 million couches. How the fuck am I supposed to know what couch to buy?
Oh, so it's curated. You're
It's
saying, that
curated.
filthy word.
It's curated it's arbitrarily curated, but I'll still take that.
Absolutely.
It's like if
Makes it easier.
Spotify every morning was like, here's the only 2 songs you can
You
listen
should
to
listen
today.
to.
Not even you should.
Yeah.
Just you can.
I love that. No
Yeah.
options, practically.
No options.
It's always
That's
been my
what's the
favorite
problem with
option.
dating. All right? That's it. That's, that's why arranged marriage works sometimes.
Sometimes.
Because you get used to the couch. And any couch, you can sit on it. It's fine. What's the fucking difference?
Well, so you found one.
I mean, not that you sit on a wife, but
Oh, wow.
yeah. No. And you know
Cut.
what? Cut. I didn't even like it coming out. I found I went to Crate and Barrel to sit on some couches. I decided I liked this specific one. I finally found that one online.
Yeah.
And then this saga. Okay, so it was a family.
The money, I remember, was also involved. The backstory.
Okay, so I go out to, and it's funny because I'm going to put this out tomorrow, and
Yeah.
it's going to completely ruin. And I really hope the woman who I'm eventually selling the couch to is not going to hear. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll get to it, but I can't. Yeah. So okay, so I go out to out on Long Island somewhere to buy a couch from this lovely family, and I get there and I meet them and they ask me for coffee to Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
And so I'm like, this is where I'm meant to be, right? Because it took them a month to respond to the Facebook message. They're haggling back and forth. I'm like annoyed.
Right.
I find a moving guy who for $250 will come out with his van to
Pick it
up
up,
the couch.
deliver.
And I'm like, this is a nightmare because the guy was delaying and delaying and delaying. But I finally get there and I meet with this lovely couple, Indian couple at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. They just he was like, I really want to get you a coffee. Meanwhile, he'd haggled me for an extra fucking $200 over and over and over again. So I was like, well, why don't you keep the coffee and just not fucking haggle so much? Either way. But by the time I get there, by the Oleg, this guy Oleg, who I had been dealing with to send the van, he keeps delaying, and so I can't.
It's the same story. Maybe Oleg was the guy who was supposed to deliver the couch for Kareem.
Oh my God! I'm sure.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Because he was like, no problem, he'll be there at 1. No problem, he'll be there at 1. And then, it's 3, and I have to go back to the city because I had something that I had to do. So I was like, it turns out this guy actually was a cop. The family.
Oleg?
No.
Okay.
So I wasn't worried about having the guy
security.
I wasn't worried about security, so I was like, sure, this, the delivery guy can hang out with these guys. Like he's a cop. It's like fine,
Have a coffee.
It was shocking that he was a cop. Also, first of all,
Yeah. Oh my God,
for sure. Oh, he's like he's a small Indian man. Not that.
Oh.
No. I just mean, he. Well, anyway. I'll probably cut
go ahead.
It was surprising that he was a cop. I will cut that. And well, it's just okay. So maybe I won't cut it. Okay, it was surprising. I wasn't expecting him to be a cop.
You got to think about the Japanese, as you said to me a couple of months ago on the podcast.
Okay? First of all, I love, as you said about the Japanese.
As I said,
I love
Indians.
people. They're honestly, they're some of my favorites.
Absolutely.
And anyway, so I don't actually end up looking at the couch. It turns out it's slightly the wrong couch. There's a cushion depth issue.
Okay.
Where Crate and Barrel offers 2 cushion depths. Right. And you want the cushion depth to be longer for if you're a normal sized person. If you're a tiny person, you want the shorter cushion depth so your legs can hit the ground.
Okay.
This couch it's a beautiful couch. The cushions are so short, it looks like tiny teeth. And it's not that comfortable. And so eventually, first of all, and the guy Oleg is calling me. He's not even responding. I'm like, hey, the guy, it's 2 hours late.
Yeah.
And I finally get him on the phone, and this guy, the Russian guy, is like, hello? And I'm like, hello? Like, hello to you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Where the fuck are you?
Where the fuck are you? Yeah. And he goes, and there's kids crying in the background. And,
oh, my God.
And he's like, by the way, it's not me that is going. It's my guy, my friend is going with the van. So, he got stuck in traffic. He had a moving gig in the city. I'm like, yeah, but why don't you just tell me? And anyway, so I find, but it doesn't matter because I had a lovely conversation, a lovely bonding moment with the couple. But then the couch finally gets to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the wrong fucking couch. But I paid them in cash, and I don't want them to know because this guy's gonna be friends with me now. His name,
I wouldn't worry about insulting the dude.
Well, what am I going to return?
Don't like the couch.
What am I going to return?
Tell him it doesn't fit.
But
I didn't measure.
They sent me the measurements.
Yeah, but did you measure?
No.
I'm sure they said. Well, duh. What kind of stupid? I mean,
no. I measured, but I didn't measure the couch
you
depth.
Forgot about the depth
I measured.
issue.
I forgot the depth.
Okay.
So now my mom comes to town, and she decides she really wants to get me a couch for a housewarming gift.
Okay.
So I figure out how to sell this couch online, $500 loss to a Jewish woman on Long Island, and she's not getting back to me now. So I have another couch coming on Monday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's couch hell.
It's couch hell. But then this woman is talking. She's very sweet. So sweet, small Jewish woman telling me that she's like, you know what, I've been thinking and I hurt my elbow. So like, I don't think this weekend's good. I'm like, I'll go with another guy. You won't have to touch it. She's like, I know, but with my elbow, like, it's just like things are hard for me right now. And I'm like, things are hard. And then I look at her profile. I'm like, hey, don't worry. I'm like, I'm a nice Jewish boy. I'll make it nice for you. Don't worry. What did I say?
Call Oleg. Maybe Oleg could do the
Oleg
delivery.
and I are doing it. And I just texted whatever. What did I say about the Jewish thing? This is so I need this woman to take the couch because
Desperate.
I can't have two couches I don't have the space for two sectional couches, right? I said, okay, let's do 2000 on Monday. I gotta go. You win. Ha ha. I'll go with the guy. We'll do it together. You won't have to touch it. I go, I'm a nice, normal Jewish boy. I'll make it easy. Smiley, smiley. And then she's like, you're too funny. I don't know. Sorry for making this difficult. I didn't anticipate my elbow.
Oh my elbow.
And then she's like, can you send me one more photo? And I'm like, absolutely. I just take a photo on my phone. She's like, it looks like there's wrinkles. She's like, you said it was new. I was like, it's just the lighting. It is brand new. And anyway, so I'll keep you.
Oh my God, what a saga is all I could say.
But I think that there's going to be nothing more definitive of my sloppiness than trying to make it happen myself, ending up with two couches in my apartment. Just opposing each other.
You can't put two couches in that apartment. I've been in there.
No, it's not.
I mean,
no,
it turns
of course.
into total obstacle course.
It already is an obstacle course.
Oh
That
my
I've realized,
God.
like that is my issue organizationally. Is I do things that make things easy for me temporarily, and then I eventually just build obstacle courses, and I know how to navigate the obstacle course. But when people come in, they're like, the flow in here is
the flow.
the flow in here is horrible. I'm like, no, you have to make a left and then a right, and then that's how you get to the water cooler.
I love it. The flow. No one's ever said that to me about my apartment. The flow in here sucks, Brenda. It's like feng shui, I guess, is a.
How did you? Your apartment is gorgeous and colorful and looks like a Turkish bazaar.
It kind of does.
What was your inspiration, or what was the first?
No, there was no inspiration ever. I only have two absolute cardinal rules when it comes to decorating, as people call it. I hate that. Is all you need are books and carpets. That's where every place I've ever lived started with, was books and carpets. And the rest of it, slowly. Not all at once, not like instantly, which is what everybody wants these days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a very, old school. There's nothing mid-century in there, except me. I'm the only mid-century accoutrement, as some people use the word. It just, if you can't go crazy, in your own house, where can you go crazy?
Why do you hate
in terms of colors and all that shit?
Why do you hate when people say decorating?
I've always hated that. I call them desecrators, not decorators.
Oh, you hate decorators.
Yeah, I hate and I don't know. It's a word that is too precious as far as I'm concerned. It's too purposeful, calculated. Because you don't decorate. You kind of live in it, you inhabit it, and it grows around you or something. Especially with two couches, neither of which I was growing way too fast, Daniel. So I could say way too fast.
If someone tells you that they're an interior decorator,
yeah,
you think that's kind of a phony job?
Well, I wrote a book about an interior decorator who was murdering trophy wives. So I've certainly known some of them in my time. But I was having a discussion the other day with people who still buy these books. No, it was about stores that have now started doing it now also. You put out an assortment of coffee table books that cost like $200 each. Mm-hmm. In my day, it was Kelly Klein's Pools, big book, which ends up, she didn't even fucking shoot it, okay? She just curated the photos. But anyway, and at the Strand, I've always been fascinated by the part of the store where you can go up and you can buy books by color. You can buy a yard of red, a yard of blue, a yard of yellow. I mean, insane that this is the basis upon which you're buying books, okay? But as somebody who reads only on a Kindle now, I'm delighted. People, I don't care how the fuck they're buying the books as long as they're buying them. That's the thing that matters to me the most. And nobody, it's really crazy when people come in, when the age-inappropriate friends come into the loft, they can't believe that anyone could have that many real books. They just can't believe it because they don't have them. It's a different, whatever it is, zeitgeist or aura thing or whatever. So yeah, books and carpets, and you don't really need much else except a couch.
Wow.
Which you have.
So how do you choose a carpet?
By, from love, the way I choose everything. You know, I mean, that was the great thing, of course, you know, in the old days again. I mean, Lower Fifth Avenue was nothing but rug dealers. They were Armenian, they were Iraqi, they were Iranian, Persian. So it was just a feast to go up into these. Mostly they were on the second floor stories. I always thought of it as. Anyway, and you just hang there like you would in a souk, drinking coffee, eating cookies.
And they're working
while
on
they
you.
rolled out, oh yeah, working it, and brilliantly working it, I might add. But they just rolled them out like magic carpets, you know. It was, and you got to walk on them, and you know, whatever. You didn't have phones, so you couldn't take photos. But so it was all from the gut, the carpets.
And if you wanted to, if you had a carpet and back in the day you wanted to sell it, you would sell it through one of them, or would you find a friend to buy it, or how do you?
You know, no, I put them all in storage, which is a huge mistake. Now, I've never sold a carpet. I've sold other stuff, but I always figure I might need it, or my kids might need it, or, you know, they're very, there's something magical about a carpet. It's
So
not
when's
for
the last
nothing.
time you bought a carpet?
I think, I bought a shitty one. I made a huge mistake. 5 years ago. I
What
bought
was
a
it
carpet.
for someone?
It was for the middle room there of the cells. You know, got the 3 cells. And it's not repro. I mean, you know, it's still hand knotted and everything. But that was the other reason I loved those carpets. Was not just the backstories, like you're talking about the cop out there where you're buying the couch from. You know, these men came from in the golden age, really, of places like Iraq and Iran and Turkey.
And the carpets all had unique stories?
But the most unique thing that they all share, which is the beauty of them, is there is always either one stitch missing or one stitch not knotted in the correct way. And that is an homage to Allah, because nothing in life is perfect. So to do that, they make it purposely imperfect. I always thought that was a wonderful thing that gets, you know, embroidered into a carpet.
I thought you were saying they all had, like, when they would roll one out, they would be like, this carpet is from the mountains, like
they do that.
Man named...
Sure.
Yeah.
No, they do that. First of all, it's also usually women who are making the carpets. But no, you know, they purposely misknot it or miss a stitch just to remind everyone that nothing's perfect.
Yeah. The first time someone did that, you think that they were like, oh, yeah, that's for...
Yeah, well, the first time, well, no, I mean, a mistake, I suppose. I don't know.
That's for God.
But yeah. And now there's only one guy left. Now he's on the corner of...
He's the last rug
New
dealer?
School, 13th. He's the last guy downtown, yeah. And
Should
he
we
owns the
interview him?
building. He owns the building. I love him.
Let's get him on the pod.
Shaiz. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I mean, because he never sells the carpets. I know this. I mean, they're like now piled up to the roof, what he's got. But that's the thing also is,
Well,
you
maybe
know,
his kids will take him.
well, and he probably has, you know, legions of children, I would imagine. Or wall-to-wall carpet. I mean, that would be the final irony, is if he didn't have any of these at home.
But if you
But
had...
it's a lost art.
If you have a middle... Like, how would you need a new carpet for your middle room? Like, you've had that apartment forever.
We don't need any of these things that I'm talking about. You don't.
No, I know, but there
Daniel.
was space for a rug.
I just make it. And that's
So you
the
look
other
at this
thing.
rug every day that's in your place and think that was a mistake?
Oh, I know it was. I mean, I know that it was made way later than he said it was.
That's what... But aesthetically, it's not wrong.
No. But that's the other thing about carpets is that, you know...
Maybe that's
you
your version.
pile them up one on top of another. I mean, that's what... It drives my husband insane, the carpet obsession that I have.
Wait, what? You pile them?
Sure. You know, I mean, that's the great thing about carpets is it's pattern on pattern. We're not going to really do this for real, are we, for this fucking podcast? But, you know, it's pattern on
have a
pattern on
conversation.
pattern. It's like all colors mixed together that you can't make a mistake. You can't. And it. But I don't know any kids, young kids.
Who love rugs?
No, I don't.
We don't think about rugs. We think about...
It's not a priority.
No. West Elm, whatever.
Correct.
Match it to the whatever.
Exactly. It's
I'm gonna fix
IKEA. You're fixing your mic? Oh, my mic.
No, don't. But okay. But maybe that one rug that's in your place. That's the
Yeah.
mistake. Maybe that's your version of the single stitch.
That's true.
Just to remind you that you're...
Oh, it's the most poetic thought I ever heard. Maybe to remind me that I'm not perfect. You
Remind
think
you.
that's what I need to remind me that I'm not perfect?
That's what you need.
A carpet missing a stitch?
Yeah.
No, D. That's something I'm aware of every single day of my life.
Because
okay?
of the carpet.
Yeah, that must be it.
Do
It's
you have
that
any
aura.
idea how much shit in my apartment I walk by and it reminds me that I'm not
What?
perfect? So many things.
Well, not your shoes, because I've seen them all lined up with the laces hanging down, Mr.
Oh,
OCD
God.
beyond belief.
No, that was not OCD. That was sloppiness. Anyway, you wanted to talk to me about. So you have some more wellness beefs.
Oh, I'd like to eviscerate it. We haven't eviscerated wellness. I mean, I've just made a face or two when I heard the word. No, but there's a reason for this, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he is the god of wellness. He
Yeah.
has built an empire based on his wisdom and wellness. And he's worth billions of dollars and lives across the street from me. And 3 weeks ago, his name popped up in
On
Epstein.
Epstein.
Massively. And it wasn't about money. I mean, part of it was about finding money for the foundation. A lot of it in these J-mails, I don't know if you've seen them, right? The Epstein email thing, are about, bring some girls with you. His wife, his poor pathetic wife, always walks like 15 paces behind him. She's very dumpy.
This is the guy who lives across the street from you.
Yes.
Okay.
So one day after that popped out from Epstein, I saw him in the dead of night because I am the nosy concierge of the whole block, packing. He had all the fucking bags packed. The limo was downstairs, and he took off. He disappeared. He went away, obviously to get away from the flat, right? The blowback. And I saw him Saturday night. He came back again in the deepest, darkest night. I'm always awake. I don't know why I'm always fucking awake.
Well, you don't want to miss anything.
Well, I guess that's exactly right. And
You have a pod to pod.
went into the building, and I have not seen him since. Now, usually he's out every single day.
And you never miss it.
traipsing around in his red sneakers and no, I haven't seen him once. So I guess that is what sort of triggered even more loathing of this whole concept of wellness, because here's this symbol of it, who in fact is a fucking corrupt monster.
I mean, there was a few wellness guys. The thing is about Epstein is that he was very interested. A lot of the creepiest people in the world do want to stay alive for longer.
Well, they all appear to be creepy.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it, but everybody I've heard, every name fucking mentioned, every male on it is a creep.
I just mean, it doesn't mean
What? That they're
caring
after...
for your body and caring for your mind doesn't mean that you care for other people.
Oh, absolutely not.
If
I mean,
anything,
that's
maybe there's
part of
an
the
inverse-
irony
an
and the
inverse
nightmare of
correlation.
self-care. Is, life comes from caring for others, not just the self. But some of just the arithmetic alone, okay, the arithmetic behind, or whatever you call that, math, behind a real commitment to wellness is unbelievable. I mean, I was thinking of it the other night. The only thing so far I've discovered that's probably free is forest bathing, whatever the fuck that is. I mean, why can't they just say a walk in the woods?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be forest bathing? And then I have a friend who invited me to
More intentional.
is that what it is? Intentional?
Yeah, it's more intentional.
Well, all I think of is Hansel and Gretel.
Not to mention, okay, I will defend. I could defend. If you need me to, I could defend forest bathing.
Oh, I have no doubt you could defend it. What do you mean? Doing a little forest bathing after ayahuasca must be a form of ecstasy.
No. I think that so much of enjoying life is looking at, like, I think you can walk through the woods and be on your phone and not be in the woods.
But why do you have to call it forest
bathing?
bathing?
But
why can't you just do what you're
through the
saying?
woods.
Yes, and enjoy the nature. So someone invited me the other night.
I didn't hear forest bathing, by the way, till about a year ago, and I was appalled at forest bathing.
Oh, I thought you were going to
term.
say, and then I went to a forest breathing session,
No.
and then I was really going to go to town. Okay, if that's after the bathing.
A quick note on these things is I think that what's funny is, like, they say that forest bathing is very healthy.
Yeah.
Like, forest bathing is rejuvenating and whatever. But it's just like it's like, if you are someone who forest bathes, you're probably pretty healthy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that forest bathing
you
is
have
healthy.
issues and need to go to therapy. Sorry, but I mean, if you are really into forest bathing in this world that we live in right now, the only thing I could imagine is worse was this invitation to a sound bath.
Yes.
Now, I live in New York City. My whole life is about nothing but fucking sound. And this person said, but you're going to love it. You just lie on the floor. Someone bangs a gong. That's fun, banging a gong in your ear, that chime thing. Well, someone else like stuffs sage up your nostril. I mean, that wasn't how it was presented to me, but, it's the aura of sage that kind of embeds itself in your pores. bullshit, ridiculous. For $80, this was going to cost, okay, for the sound bath.
She wasn't even, whoever was inviting you wasn't even going to pay.
Oh, no. This was, come so you can promote it, is what she said. She didn't ask again. She did not ask twice by the time I finished talking to her.
Yeah.
So then I did start
But in her
of,
head, she was like, Brenda really needs a sound bath.
Oh, yeah. After the forest bathing. So then I started thinking seriously about the arithmetic, about what you people spend on fucking wellness a month, right? And aside from the obvious ones, which would be a gym subscription, obviously, a personal, whatever you call that, gym what? What do you call it? Membership.
Yeah.
You're $50. My daughter pays $50 twice a week to sweat at fucking hot yoga. And I keep telling her, that this is a punishment in prison that's free, being left loose in the sweat box. Then you got your guided meditation exercise. Somebody was raving about that to me the other day.
Those are free.
Okay, those are free. Okay, beg your pardon. Those come free. Then you've got those two things that begin with P. I know what one of them is. The bike thing, Peloton.
Okay.
And the other thing that has those machines that literally
Pilates.
look. That's it, Pilates. Yeah. They look like they were delivered from a rendition site in Iraq. I have never seen anything more painful to look at in my life than that. Yeah. Also, what's the new one that I heard about recently? I'm sure you've joined. It's a club for serious bathers only.
Othership?
Oh, no, it's the new one. It's called, I shouldn't say the name because you could be sued. It's a version of Othership. That is available for a mere $250 a month.
Right.
Okay? Go down and bake.
But you can go
I mean, are you doing the arithmetic in your head here? Because we got to be up to at least $1,500, I would say. And what have I missed? I've missed movement classes. I have missed, help me, because, what's that
food.
Spa? Well, food, yeah, no, that's true. That's the other part of the complex is all this fucking food you buy and the magnesium, the supplements. That's one of the things the guru's famous for recommending.
Okay.
Is magnesium. You probably take magnesium.
Of course.
Yeah, there you go.
At least 500 milligrams
That
a night.
bullshit. They're going to find out in 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what.
Magnesium is probably worse than chemo. Okay, I take that back.
Magnesium's the one I will defend.
Because it's made such a difference in your life, right? Not therapy, but magnesium has changed your life.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it's changed my life, but it keeps it makes you more regular.
You mean like normal?
I would say, no, it's a bathroom.
Oh, your body,
thing.
a body
you can
function.
Control.
I don't want to talk about body functions.
Okay.
It's not my thing. Oh, and then here's the last thing. The enormous expense of med spas. So you get ejected, so you don't look like me. Eventually, I assume. But along with what I was hearing, the B12 you can get in there, vitamin C you can get in there, and then who knows what else they're like injecting into your system. That's very expensive.
That stuff's not wellness, though. Let me object.
Oh yes, it is.
Let me object. Botox is not wellness.
Well, it is part of wellness.
I would say you could make an argument, but I wouldn't say Botox is part of wellness.
I think that it is hugely important.
Take that off the ledger.
To women. How they look.
I'm sure.
Particularly in this culture we live in when all they do is take selfies.
It's a fantastic argument.
Yeah. And so if that's what you're doing, taking fucking selfies of yourself all the time and looking in a mirror, you don't want to look at anything that indicates.
You're right. Sure. Yeah. I would just say that for me, the category of wellness would be things that are actually like good for your health and longevity.
Well, all those things we just talked about are supposedly
absolutely.
Good for. But is it worth $2,000? It's going to keep going up this number by the time the podcast finishes. I mean, you're spending $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it is. If there's anything watching that asshole taught me, who is so revered and respected all around the world, it's that one ought to be a tiny bit skeptical about all of these promises. For living forever. I mean,
Well, I've gone through I went through a phase of thinking that living forever is that you're cheating life, and the whole point is living.
Oh, but you mean because you're looking ahead all the time?
Yeah.
I totally buy that, but I'm no example of how one should live in the present. I mean,
Yeah,
I live only in the present.
Yeah, but that's great.
Yeah, but I was a smoker for 700 years.
You stopped?
I still drink short martini. Shouldn't be doing that anymore. Oh no!
But you're living. What are you talking
No,
about?
I am living, but you know what I'm saying. I'm on a short runway, and I don't care. I don't have any time for forest bathing. I can tell you that much. I mean, there are other things that I
You'd
find.
come out renewed.
Oh,
No, but I do
yes.
think you. First of all, you are a good example. Second of all, I think that that the really scary thing about the wellness thing is that if hypothetically it all works, think about what that's doing to class structures. That certain people are perfectly healthy,
Totally.
and then because like
Yep.
okay, one example that I think about a lot is there's Dig In.
Right.
Which is one of these fast casual places where you go for lunch and they call it slop.
Yeah. No, I've seen it. I've
Meat
seen
and
it.
two sides.
Yeah.
And then there's one in Florida called like the Naked Farmer,
Right.
and that is basically Dig In, but everything's grass fed, wild caught, and seed oil free.
Oh, Jesus.
and it's 25 to 30. I mean, I don't know, 25 to 50% more expensive, and it tastes identical.
Yeah.
But you're paying for the wellness,
Well,
and so the
probably the lies.
either way, it's scary. It's scary if it's bullshit and it's a big con that then the rug's getting pulled over people's eyes. It's also scary if it's true, because
No, it's not true. I can guarantee you this. Okay. It's not
well, my
fucking
real
true.
perspective on this is it's how you feel. If you have joy, like joy
Yep.
and contentness and
Yep.
presence
Yep.
are by far the most healthy thing. But then I could get into a little bit of spiritual thing that you're going to hate the other way, which is I really think diseases come from misery. Like,
Well, so do I.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
There's
well that's
no question about
but
it.
that's spiritual. That's spirit world.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with fucking magnesium or forest bathing or sound bathing, really, or Pilates. It doesn't. I mean, I think you're totally right. I think that definitely disease comes from misery. I know this for a fact. And the one thing that I've always sort of searched for in life.
You are a seeker.
I'm a seeker, exactly.
We're all seekers.
Is to kind of discover a capacity for joy. And I don't have a big capacity for joy. I don't. I mean, it's a very ephemeral, quick kind of. Maybe that's why I love comedy so much, because I'm forced to laugh out loud. I mean, no, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why I've always loved it so much. But joy is a difficult thing. I used to laugh it off and say, the only people who really are capable of happiness and joy are stupid. I mean, there's something slow about them. They haven't caught on to the message. But I don't think that that's true anymore. I think that, there's a measured happiness that one should experience. And that is wellness. I mean, that is, But, of course, that involves things that you can't pay for. That involves things like who you choose as a partner, for starters.
Oh God.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Source of endless misery, it seems to me. Certainly in the society that we're living in now, I'm fascinated by the resurrection right now of these personals. Have you seen these personals in New York Magazine?
The dating stuff? No. What do you think?
Which I think it's a fascinating sort of symptom of what's going on out there right now in terms of people becoming skeptical about tech or tired of swiping. I don't know. Maybe they got, calluses on their fingers and the screwing isn't enough. I don't know, except for Field, I guess, still very popular. But, yeah, I don't think they ever knew it was going to be this kind of success, and it's huge.
Are people meeting?
And yes, so now it's really very smart. So now they started out with just the personals.
Can you explain what is a personal?
A personal ad.
Yeah.
That's how you used to meet people. It's in the back of a newspaper like a classified ad. And it says, Blom, 33 years old, secretary to, in the old days, secretary, looking for, someone to go to the
now
zoo
they would
with.
say personal assistant?
Huh?
Now they would say executive assistant?
Yes, exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
modern-
Yeah, the language is all changed,
But
of
it's
course.
the same thing.
Inflationary language.
Right.
And the response has been phenomenal.
But back in the day when those were cool people
Yeah.
ever using personals? Like you were a bit of a dork if you were on personals, no?
Well, I think that it definitely smacked something of desperation that one would never want to have to admit to. So I didn't know anybody who did personals. We met the way everybody meets. Somebody introduced you, or you went to a party, old-fashioned, old-school ways. But that's the thing I think about tech. That it's removed the human element. I
Of course.
mean, duh. What else
Yeah,
is new
yeah,
here?
yeah.
It's pretty stupid.
So these in New York Mag, they're crushing. They're doing amazing.
Oh, they're killing it. And so
cool people are doing them now, right?
it's almost cool to be in the personals now.
You have to get accepted.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's no photo.
I can't. No, I think it's all text. I don't think there are any photos, which is even more
So if
intriguing.
you had a personal in there and I saw it, I would email the editor. How do I get in contact with you?
Yeah. They act as the middleman.
And they'll be selective too?
So they look at them. I'm not sure, exactly. All I know is that now it's become so popular, they're following up. And they're doing,
of course,
after the first. What was the first date like? And so the brand, it's becoming a brand.
Wow!
But it's a fascinating symptom, I think, of people's fatigue. Phone fatigue, or whatever we talked about the last time. Of people wanting to get out there.
They're such gossips too. They love reading them. Even people in relationships.
Oh, absolutely. No, some of them are hilariously funny, and some of them are incredibly poetic. There's an editor who does some of the work, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I think that's just one symptom of, and hey, you want to talk about wellness? There's no bigger help to wellness than being in a relationship.
I saw a funny thing on a dating app the other day, which was because that old, the old idea that for men being in a relationship extends your life, and for women it actually shortens it.
You and your fucking research. I don't know where you got that piece of research,
but
I'm buying it.
That's
I'm buying it.
Number one. That's
I'm totally buying it.
You Google things. That's the first thing that comes up. I feel like that's a popular one.
Things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely true. They.
But some woman on Hinge or whatever, or somewhere I saw it, I don't know, said looking for someone to help me shorten my lifespan or something like that.
It's pretty witty.
Yeah.
Too witty. I'm sure people do. I mean, I'm sure men wouldn't get that. God forbid. They should own the fact.
Right.
They're killing us with stress. You know what I'm saying? They're like...
About this wellness thing, do you not believe that one thing can be healthier than another thing?
No, I do. I just think that because it's so extreme
right.
and so radical, that's the problem that I have with it. It's like, nobody's drinking anymore, which they're not, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, this generation, apparently. You can, if you drink a small portion, okay? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. It's not going to kill you earlier.
Yeah.
Give you cancer. But you can't, you don't look at it that way. You look at it like, oh my God, I'm drinking. That's the end of my, it's going to shorten my lifespan.
So it's all rules.
So exactly. It's all rules.
Right.
And so there's a rigidity about this generation that fascinates me. It does. Because at the same time, you're supposed to be looser and better in your skin and, no more fat shaming and no more. I mean, it's a complete contradiction as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
So what do you think about...
Without knowing it.
What do you think about, going to the gym? Do you think that going...
What do I think I never think about it.
But... yeah, but do you think it's a scam? That working out in general?
I think that, there's no reason why you can't have a yoga mat in your home and spend 45 minutes every... Exactly right. It's another rug. And spend 45 minutes every single day lifting weights, doing push-ups, crunches, whatever the other language is that you all use.
Right.
Without having to pay $300 a month to...
Okay.
Also, to ignore everyone else in the gym.
Right.
I mean, we talked about that the last time. It's not like you're going to hook up. You know what I'm saying? You're there to sweat your balls off, and
some people are.
Some people are in their Lululemon, exercise gear and their short shorts. I think
the thing is, the people who hook up in the gym,
yeah,
they're not thinking about, they're not sitting and doing a podcast analyzing what it is to hook up at the gym or why no one's hooking up they just do it. They don't care. They're not thinking about it. They are in their own way present.
Oh, look at this.
I know.
Do you know what this is?
What?
Yesterday,
Velvet?
I was at St. Ambrose, okay?
Yeah.
And on my way out, I picked up a mousetrap on my leg. A mousetrap covered with I couldn't get it off. I had to use turpentine. I had no idea. I hope no one can see that.
St. Ambrose?
St. Ambrose. Fucking
Italian-owned,
mousetrap.
right?
Yes, Italian-owned. Posh, beyond belief. Baby Milan. Anyway, no, think about the gym. Some people, they both jog and go to the gym.
Because you do exercise every morning.
Every day. Well, I wouldn't call that. I mean, I walk. I speed walk every single day.
You do something.
That's all I do. Yeah. But I have no core. I have a heart, but I have no core. Isn't that what it's called? A core? That thing.
Not this.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing is, you start with the gym.
No core.
And then you can't help it. You start with the gym, and before you know it, you're forest bathing.
Right. So the gym, it's a slippery slope.
It's a
slippery treadmill.
Very slippery. But it's certainly good for sneaker companies, kicks companies. It's good for outfit companies. I mean, yeah, it's good for that shit you drink that tastes like that kombucha. It sounds like the country next to Vietnam. What's it called?
Kombucha.
That's it. Filthy drink, worse than matcha.
I just don't think that I think that a lot of people, myself included, have to do things to feel like we have to feel healthy and then we are healthy, whereas you are just healthy because you don't think about it.
Well, I'm not healthy.
But you're healthy.
Nobody would call me
you
healthy.
You are healthy. You're flying around.
Yeah, I sure am. Always been flying around. Yeah, I mean, but that's the central problem for me is that because this wellness becomes an obsession with the self.
Yeah.
And
it's narcissistic.
The world is not
the best
in here. It's out there.
The best thing to do for wellness is actually to help other people.
Yeah. Like I said, self-care. Fuck self-care. Go out there and care for somebody else. And I'm not saying people don't. Of course they do. But it's an obsession, and any obsession, and it's an obsession that's making a lot of very rich people even richer. Whatever they're shilling out there, you're sucking in.
My smart friend once said to me that that all roads, if you have any kind of clout on the internet, all roads, and you seek monetization, all roads lead to supplements. That within 10 years, you'll be selling powders. There's just so much margin on powders.
I'd love to know what kind of powders I'm going to be selling. Okay, I mean, very difficult to imagine. What do you think you would be pushing?
Literally nothing in pills and call them life pills.
That's right. Very funny.
And just make them, and they're nothing. They're just empty.
That's a great comment about life.
What about
empty?
And that would be your reminder that no one can help. That you just have to go out and help other people and live, because no product can actually help you live a better life.
Yeah, I guess.
What about when yoga first started popping up in the scene? Were you appalled?
I was certainly not a fucking follower, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I was in college when yoga first came in, so of course I was laughing, guffawing my head off. No, I was. It was like yoga. I mean, sure. If you come from India, sure. There were tons of people I know who ended up in ashrams.
Yep.
Oh my God, appalling, shocking. They were all crooks. They were all unbelievable fucking crooks. Okay, and there are people who still go to ashrams and give up all of that. I mean, part of it was tithing. You had to give up half your fucking income to this woman. But people couldn't get enough of it. Because it was about serenity. My ass, it was about serenity. Okay?
Did anyone ever regret it?
Oh, yeah, of course they did. I mean, especially when they found out that she'd run away with all the money and her brother was molesting,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Do you think Hare Krishna is getting calls from lawyers and stuff being hey, my
they're
client...
harmless.
No, of course. Hare Krishna is great,
Yeah.
I think. Those people seem happy. And
Yeah, this is true.
I will say as I get older, I'm less appalled by Hare Krishna, like in Union Square.
No, exactly. Me,
When
me too. I feel the same way.
They're just spreading joy.
I used to be like, oh, God, fuck, get out of here. I can't
Yeah.
stand those bells anymore. And now, no, really, I feel the same. It's harmless.
Yeah.
It's, I'm not going to say I'm all for it, but yeah.
But you could do it.
It's oh boy, would the family love to see that. Me in my orange robes with my little finger symbols. You know what I'm saying? Pushing for the money, Venmo me the dough.
Are there any wellness things that you've tried in earnest?
Not smoking. Not smoking. Yeah, not smoking, power
That's
walking.
not a wellness thing.
Well, what the? Yeah, not smoking is not a what? Are you kidding me? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
tobacco. Of course, it's a wellness thing. Of course, that's the other joke. Is that everybody's into the fucking gyms and the bathing and the yoga and the whatever, and then they're fucking stoned out of their minds all day long after waiting at 7:30 to get into the cannabis dispensary.
Connecting with a higher power.
I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Their brain rotting. It's rotting brain. I sound like my parents back in the 70s.
No, I'm fully with you. I think.
But yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like, you know what? I can't get enough of my red light panel or something like that.
No, D. You think I wouldn't have told you that from the start?
From the start.
No. Those masks, those absurd masks that cost like $250.
$250. Where'd you get that deal?
Oh, they cost more than that?
Yeah.
The things with the little red lights all over them?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And what does it do? It does fuck all for you. Well, this is the opener. Wellness is a scam. Okay? That's what you start with.
I don't know.
What? What do you mean you don't know? Why not?
Again, I do think that spiritually, like enjoying your life, whatever is more important. But I do think that
Yes.
eating a healthier meal is better than not eating a healthier meal.
Yeah, so do I. But, I mean, you could do all
But
of that
if you spend too
without
much time-
spending $2,500 a month on all the rest of it, D.
Yeah.
Of course you could. No
When
question.
did you start power walking, and why did you start power walking?
Oh, boy, weird. I started power walking when my mother was dying, and that was 30 years ago, I think now. And I was up at the house in Connecticut, and it was like, what am I going to do all day long? Just stand here, waiting, vigil. And so that was how I handled all of the feeling, of course, was by doing 35 circles around the neighborhood. And then I brought it back to the city, and I never stopped because it made a big difference, I discovered.
Yeah.
It's sort of compared to doing nothing. But my parents were totally sedentary. I mean, they read constantly. And my father certainly played, games, bull games that involve bulls. But in that wasp way,
Yeah.
I mean,
Why didn't you go for? Why a power walk and why not just a jog? At the time?
No, I was never going to do that. No, never. My mother, the funniest story she went out and drive. She was blind as a bat, and this was towards the end of her life. And she got in the car, and she was driving, and there were these red eyes, and she was screaming out the window, "You fucking jogger!" She never used the word fucking. "You goddamn jogger! I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you by mistake." And it was a deer.
She was driving. Yeah.
I said to her, "Mom, that's not a jogger, dear. That's a deer." And when she first began to see that out in Connecticut, the appearance of the little short shorts and the tops, men, not women. Women were later, I think, when it came to jogging. This was worse than belonging to a country club, as far as she was concerned.
Interesting.
But it's free, jogging.
And you
is
didn't
free.
want to rebel against her anger towards jogging by jogging.
That had nothing to do with it. I was not interested in any form of exercise. I mean, why? Why bother? Was my feeling.
Do you go on the same route every day?
That's the thing. Everyone keeps saying, "What's the matter with you? Why don't you vary your route? You're in New York City." I haven't changed the route in 30 years. Okay, it's Park Avenue. I mean, it's 4th Avenue, Broadway, whatever, 10th Street, up to 45th Street and Park. And that's because I have the lights. I never stop for a light. I mean, I have the rhythm and the pace so down that, and I look at nothing. I mean, I'm not out there sightseeing. The
You don't
idea
bring
is
your
to
phone?
sweat. Never bring the phone. So and then I turn right around and I go back in
Do
the
you
other
still
direction.
give money to certain homeless guys along the way?
Always. Although, it's hard because I don't carry cash. The one thing the phone has done, which I don't like, see, I don't like what it's done to me,
Yeah.
is when I stop and I go in for my iced hibiscus and croissant, I check how many steps. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I didn't have a means of doing that anymore.
Isn't it within 100 or something every day?
100 steps? I
mean,
would hope it's longer than that.
No. I just mean, like, wouldn't you be getting the same amount of steps?
You mean in normal life?
Along
What are you talking
that
about?
walk? If you're doing the same route, aren't your steps similar?
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a little shorter. I mean, that's the other thing I can't stand is when I look at the chart and it says yesterday it was 9,800.
Why are you
know what I'm
looking
saying?
at this?
Yesterday it was day before it was only 4,000. Oh, because it makes me feel like I'm failing. It makes me, which is
But
another
some
part
days,
of.
it's better.
No, this is true. If I had a capacity for happiness, I would acknowledge that, Daniel, but I don't.
Hey, I'll let you go.
Okay.
But
yes, 116. No, oh God, quarter fucking 2.